How do you feel about that?
Good work.
It is that time once again when we must sit down and lecture Amy on the evils of gossip.
I think that's a fantastic idea, and the time is certainly right.
No. The point is, which one of us should do it?
Yes, and we both have very valid reasons why it should be the other one.
Well, I'll do it if you like. Maybe if I put on that gruff exterior, the one that Audrey admires so much, I can stop Amy's gossiping so much.
Go for it, sir.
Thank you. Very nice.
By the way, did you get my message about Scotty?
Being in jail, yeah.
Yeah. The paper didn't say why or what they had on him or anything.
Unfortunately, I don't think they would have arrested him if they didn't feel they had a pretty good case.
Mm.
Well, whether he's guilty or not isn't the question. It's Lee that I feel sorry for. That boy's caused him an awful lot of pain.
That boy has caused a lot of people a lot of pain, Steve.
Yes, I guess he's affected quite a few people, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, he's affecting nearly the entire waterfront area.
The mall deal you were talking about.
Steve, he is personally responsible for taking the homes away from people who have nothing else in their lives. I never want to wish anyone ill, but maybe this is the best thing that could have happened.
This might be a very good time to save the clinic.
Well, my main concern is to see that justice is done. There's too much murdering going on as it is. If Scotty did it, then he belongs in jail. And for a long time.
We should be getting back to work.
I know.
I do have a few patients I have to see before we go to the clinic.
Yep, me too.
So why don't we get up and do that?
It's my fault I'm stalling.
Well, you don't have some other horrendous news you haven't told me and you're trying to find a way of telling me, do you?
Do I need an excuse to sit with you and look into your beautiful eyes?
Is that what you're doing?
Well, we have so little time together. I just like to make the most of what there is.
So do I really do. But today...
I know, but there's that word. I just read an article that said, but creeps into marriages in the third year. As in, I love you, darling, and I'd really like to, but this, or this.
Well, this happens to be a day where there are patients here, and there are quite a few patients at the clinic.
I know. I'm going to have a long day, too.
Well, shall we?
Oh, all right. I guess so.
Oh, Dr. I'm
Listen.
glad I caught you before you break. Nurse downstairs told me you were here.
Well, what's the matter?
Well, I've come to a decision, and I want to talk to you about it before I go ahead on it. Please, it's very important.
Alice, please sit down.
I talked to Mrs. Bowman, the lady who takes care of Jason, and then I've given it a lot of thought. And I really think that the baby'd be a lot happier in his own home. I mean, he knows the place, and he knows me. And since I've inherited the cottage, it just makes plain good sense to me.
It sounds like you are going to seek custody.
That's it exactly.
Why, that's quite a responsibility.
That means you'd have to spend practically all your time with it.
Yes, but I've got the money, and I'll never forget who gave it to me, and I really think the least I can do is look after her child.
Well, that means you'll be leaving us.
I'm afraid so, although, you know, I don't want to.
I know, I understand.
Alice, before you rush into this, don't forget that Alan is the natural father, and you're going to have his approval.
Yeah, and you could have some serious legal procedures going on if...
If what?
If Alan doesn't give you that approval.
Oh, you mean you might have to go to court?
Yes, and if it goes to court, it's going to be some judge who's going to decide who has custody.
I don't think it's going to be a problem. Because Monica is certainly very determined that that baby is not going to wind up in her house.
Well, then I am the logical one that he should be with.
Once you're approved as a guardian, but then that presents a problem, too. With your history, there may be some problem.
I realize that. But I think it's worth a try. I mean, with Susan gone and Scotty in jail, I feel a real responsibility toward the child.
More patients. What's going on?
We called and you said come over.
Oh, I said in half an hour. The doctors won't even be here until then.
Okay if we wait?
Well, of course. If you don't mind, I don't mind. Can I get you some coffee while you wait?
I'll take a cup.
Me too, if there's enough.
Well, you know, you're all in luck because I just made a fresh batch.
Smells good.
Well, thank you. As a matter of fact, I use 3 different types of beans. It's my special blend. And, of course, I get it from the coffee store right down the street.
Ask me, coffee's coffee.
Well, I don't think you'll say that, sir, as soon as you take a sip of that. Have a seat.
You're not kidding. It is good.
Well, it only took me 2 years to perfect that formula.
A little strong for me, I think.
Really? I don't usually make it like that. It's usually kind of weak.
Doesn't feel like it in my stomach.
Kind of know what you're talking about.
You know, I don't feel so well myself. But then I didn't feel well when I came in.
What do you put in the blend? My stomach's starting to hurt.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't feel so good.
I'm getting cramps.
Well, everybody just take it easy and relax. I'm gonna make a call, I think. Oh, thank goodness you're here.
What's wrong?
Something in the coffee. Everybody's getting real sick.
Claudia?
I was waiting for Rick and Lesley to get here so I could go to lunch, and we became real ill.
You too?
I don't know what's wrong with me.
No, just come on. Just come over here, sit down. I'll get you some water. Sit there.
How long before the doctors get here?
I don't know. They said they would come soon.
Baby, come on, drink this.
Honey!
Big deal. Very positive attitude.
And I can count on you two for help.
Oh, absolutely. We'll write letters for you or make phone calls or go to meetings.
Whatever it is, you just name it.
Gee, I'm really going to be sorry not to be working for you all anymore. I mean, I really enjoyed it.
Oh, Alice, I love you too, and I'm going to miss you. But just because you're not working there doesn't mean you can't come around and say hello.
Thank you. And thank you.
Oh, good luck.
For everything.
I'd like to say one more thing. That baby could not have a better home. Not anywhere.
Well, I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Well, I wonder who's going to benefit the most from that. The baby or the guardian.
I would say that both of them could do very well.
Yeah, but I'll miss her. We better go.
Yep, let's do it.
We're checking out.
Heading for the clinic, I suppose.
Yes, and we are late already.
Just one piece of information before you go. The new parking places. Have you been able to find yours?
Steve, did I park in your spot?
I wouldn't know. I can't find it. I wonder whose idea was to change them in the first place.
Yours, sir.
Really?
Yeah, you wanted one on the east wing instead of on the west wing.
Oh, so that's it. I've been looking in the wrong lot. Must have too much on my mind.
If we see it, we'll send it home to you.
Thank you. And have a good afternoon.
I'm glad she told me.
Oh, dear. That was fun. Oh, speaking of having too much in your mind, did we just check out?
All taken care of.
Ah, good. I caught you.
Hi.
Listen, you heard about Scotty, I take it?
Yes.
Well, where does that put us?
You mean as far as the clinic?
Exactly. I mean, won't this help us stop him? How can he evict us if he's in jail?
That's exactly what I've been thinking.
Now, don't you think now is a good time to get a lot of signatures? I mean, people aren't going to possibly support a mall whose principal backer is in jail on a murder rap.
Well, as long as it doesn't look like we're backstabbing, I think we should take a shot at it.
Okay, I'll pass the word. Hey, look, I'm going to go out and do some canvassing right now. If you're not too busy, you want to come with me?
There are not that many patients. Maybe you could just hold the fort just for about an hour.
So that you can go stand on street corners.
Well, who else is going to do it? And right now is the perfect time.
Why am I not surprised that you said that? No, look, I'll do it alone. I shouldn't have even asked. Really, I should- It's okay. It's okay, Rick. You go ahead. I'll take care of everything.
You are some woman. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you want to walk out with us? No, I have to make a phone call. You go ahead. Okay, let's go.
Dr. Weber.
Yeah.
It's Brian Phillips at the clinic.
Hi, Brian.
You better get down here. Everybody seems to be sick, including Claudia. She's real sick.
What's the matter? You mean like some kind of flu or what?
I don't know. It looks like it might be the coffee. You better get down here.
I'm on my way. I get a drink of water.
Take it easy. Come on, just lie down and relax, okay?
Oh, I'm so dizzy.
Why don't you lie down too, sir?
Where's the doctor?
She'll be here very soon.
We need help, fast.
I know that. Now just lie down, please. Please, just lie down. Just lie there and relax. This will be here very soon. Just relax, baby.
Brian, what's happened? What's going on
I
here?
don't know.
1 minute we're all okay, and then it hits us. Claudia, honey, what are your symptoms? It's my stomach. I got cramps, too.
She's so faint, she can't even stand up.
Everybody has the same symptoms?
Yeah, some worse than others.
We all got it at the same time, too.
I'm gonna have to examine everybody. Brian, call an ambulance for me. In fact, call two. We have to get these people to the hospital.
Well, where's Rick?
He's out canvassing the neighborhood. He's so busy fighting to save the clinic these days, he doesn't have any time to work here.
Well, you're gonna need help with all this.
I know. After you get the ambulances, see if you can find Dr. Dante, Mark Dante.
Right.
Okay, baby, I'm gonna listen to your heart. Oh, please help the others. Don't argue with the doctor. Okay.
Hello, General. This is Brian Phillips. We have an emergency here at the waterfront clinic. I need 2 ambulances down here right away. And get me Mark Dante on the phone. Yes, right away.
Excuse me. Brian, what?
Mark, we don't know. One patient right after another got violently ill.
All right, let me examine her. Claudia? Claudia, it's Dr. Dante. Can you hear me?
Oh, doctor.
She's disorientated. She doesn't even know where she is.
Pupils have dilated. She's probably got a temperature. You tried getting her up on her feet.
We tried to, but she was too dizzy.
All right, she's got to stay warm. Watch her, Brian.
I will.
Watch her. Lesley,
Mark, oh, thank goodness.
Claudia's close to shock.
I
We have
know.
some more blankets.
Yeah, but you're going to get the other blankets. I'll get them.
Well, I saw the ambulance man. You got more coming?
We just had one leave, and I've got another one coming, and I think she has got to go immediately.
Right to ER.
Yes.
Has Rick seen her?
Rick's not here.
He's Mark.
Texting. Millie, did you find the... Okay, good. All right, let me hear this.
Keep her warm.
What's the matter? Mark! Come here, sit down. Her too, Mark. All right, stay. Just sit
Lesley,
right there.
what the hell is going on?
Don't know.
Worried about that heavy breathing. Make sure she keeps covered. Take her to ER immediately. Do you have oxygen on board?
Yes, doctor.
All right, I'll come with you and I'll administer it.
Mark, I'd like to come too.
Yeah, of course. Leslie?
Yes, Mark.
Anybody else to go?
No, these 3 are going by car to the hospital.
All right.
You go ahead.
I'm right here, honey. I'm right here.
Just lie down. It's all right, Millie. If you want to lie down, that'll be okay. If you want to lie down, you'll be able to. Okay? Your daughter's coming in a couple of
I
minutes.
just saw Brian and Mark getting into the back of an ambulance. What's happening?
I don't know. We've had people dropping like flies around here today.
Oh, well, who was in the ambulance?
The last one was Claudia, and hers was one of the most severe attacks.
Attacks of what?
I don't know.
Same symptoms?
Yes, dizziness, labored breathing, elevated temperature, disoriented, varying degrees, but all the same symptoms, yeah.
How about this fellow?
He's a problem. These 3 are supposed to go to the hospital in a car. He won't go. He says he's feeling better. Maybe you could...
Not feeling.
Uh-huh. All right, now she's going to take you straight to the hospital. I'll be able to see in a little bit. Carefully. I don't understand it. I don't understand any of it. They did not all eat at the same place, so that rules out food poisoning.
All right, is there anything that they did share? Something in common?
If there was, it had to be here because of Claudia.
All right, but why not you? Why not Mark? Coffee maker. You don't drink that much coffee. Did you have coffee today?
Of course not.
And Mark?
No, he didn't have any.
And we'll test it. This could be another dirty trick.
I think it could be the water in the cooler. The coffee's made from that. And maybe somebody just drank from that. Like maybe Claudia or someone. Do you know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
we'll check that as well. Sure.
I hear you people have had a rather rough time of it. Everything under control?
Yeah.
For now, I guess, yeah.